Alright, more. Okay. I don't think I can do many more of these today, but let's see what happens. Alright, if I collapse and die, I guess I won't upload this lah, so you won't find out. Okay, so question 4, Craps. Okay, Craps, another turn-based game. Alright, so well, not really. It's not even a turn-based game. Sorry, it's not even a turn-based game. It's literally just roll a dice, okay, and then keep rolling until you win or you lose. Okay, so it's fairly straightforward. I think maybe just a lot of you still stuck on the GCD question, never had a chance to do it. So I'm gonna start from scratch. Okay, so again, there are a set of rules. All right, if you were doing this on paper, I'll ask you to highlight the rules. But since you can't, maybe in Acrobat Reader you can, or something like that. Okay, it's a good chance to highlight things that you've done or things that you haven't done. All right, just to check you've met all the conditions. Okay, but anyway, write a program to simulate a game of craps. Start by generating 2 random dice rolls and tell the player what they got. Okay, so let's see. Let's say import random. Okay, and let's say let's dice 1 equals to random dot rand range 1 comma 1 comma 6 or 1 comma 7. I can't remember. Alright, if you can't remember, alright, then you go to the shell. Alright, so ask the shell to help you out. So let's say import random. Okay, then you can say random dot rand range 1 comma 6. Alright. Of course, this is not the best way to do things, right? You cannot just keep copying and pasting this until you get something that you want, right? See whether it hits 6 or not. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say while true, random dot rand range 1 6. Okay, and then we'll quit if necessary. Let's see if any 6s show up. Doesn't seem like it. So let's just keep going. Alright, so I think it's random dot rand range 1 7, so let's try that. Okay, so while true, alright, random dot rand range 1 7. Okay, so let's see if any 6s show up. Yeah, 6s show up, no 7s showing up. Okay, so the answer is 1 7. Okay, so this is I cannot claim to remember all things about Python. Like I told you, I don't really know Python. Alright, but what this does is help me prove that I actually help me prove a hypothesis. Alright, there's no way you could look up the documentation. Alright, but it's either that or you try and figure out an efficient way of testing your code. Okay, you have to think logically. Alright, so total equals times 1 plus dice 2. Alright, so generate. Okay, generating. Tell the player what they got. Print your roll is total. Alright, and then you say okay, so if the roll is 2, 3, or 12, you lose. So this is all sequential. This is all step by step. Okay, so if total equals to 2, or total equals to 3, or total equals to 12, okay, alright, then you say print you lose, quack quack quack. Alright, okay, in this case, some of you might wonder, can I just say if after that, if total equals to 7 or total equals to 11, alright, print you win, yay. Okay, no, you can't, right? Because, well, you can I guess. Okay, so what happens is that some of you might be a bit confused about why I use if here instead of else if. Okay, so but these are mutually exclusive, right? There's no way. So total, right? If it's 2, 3, or 12, it won't be 7 or 11, right? If it's 7 or 11, it won't be 2, 3, or 12. Okay, so that's one way of looking at it. But I'm just going to use an else if anyway. Okay, because after this I want the else statement. All right. I want to see if it's not 2, 3, 12, 7, or 11, then I need to roll again. Okay, so print, alright, roll for point. Okay, and what is roll for point? Roll for point, the player will keep rolling until either a 7 or re-rolling the initial roll. Okay, so when you say keep rolling until a certain condition, that speaks to you of a while loop. Alright, so again, as with all while loops, I'm just going to say while true to figure out from there. Alright. And then I'm just going to say dice 1 equals to random dot rand range 1 7. Dice 2 equals to random dot rand range 1 7. Okay. And then the new total equals to dice 1 plus dice 2. Okay. Then I'm going to tell the user your new roll is new total. Alright. And I'm going to check if you win. You win if you lose. If you get a 7, you lose. So if new roll equals to 7. Lol, you still lose. Alright. Else, alright, print. Alright, no. Alright, else if, alright, new row equals to, sorry, not new row, new total. If new total equals to total, alright, then print, okay, fine, you win. Alright, so the only problem now left is that this thing will happen forever. Even if I roll a 7, it will just keep rolling. Alright, so let me show you. Okay. So I roll for point, oh, I win. Alright, I lose. Alright, but it keeps on rolling. Okay, so obviously, alright, you have to exit the loop. Okay, so you can either exit the loop here, you can say while new total not equals to blah blah blah, or I can leave this while true here and say break. Right, break will exit from the closest loop that contains it. In this case, this while loop. Right, if it's not a loop, if something, right, it will break out of the loop. Okay, so we also want to break out when you win. Okay, alright, that's it. So first time round, roll so many times. Okay, so 8-3 until I get 10, then I win. Okay, then I run again, 9, I got 7, I lose. Okay, alright. If you ever want to test this, alright, alright, instead of saying total over here just say total equals to 2. Alright, okay. You'll print wrongly your roll is 5, but you lose. Okay. So that's one way you can test If you find out that if for some reason you keep running the thing and you never roll for point, right, then fine. Then you push here total equals to 20, for example. Alright, then you just keep rolling alright. But in this case you'll never reach 20, so you still lose. Okay, so do things smart. Alright, do things smart. Alright, so 6 minutes. Right, time for next one. Pie chart. Okay, so pie chart. A lot of you didn't actually get to this question. Alright, so let me just first of all, before I go through it, alright, I want you to actually do it on your own. Okay, the pie chart question comes with some stuff to begin with. Alright, so let me actually copy that for you. So import turtle. Alright, so yeah, there's a bunch of stuff for you to actually type out and stuff, but it's not altogether difficult once you get that. In fact, the point of making you type it out, alright, is to actually hopefully get you into a position where you can understand what's going on. Alright, obviously I have an issue with that. So let's say color index equals to 0 for data in raw data. Okay, t.fill colors color index. Alright, and this is where your code goes, and maybe other places. Alright, this thing down here, color equals color index plus 1 mod 6 means that it will loop. Alright, so it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it reaches 7. Alright, it will roll back to 1. Okay, then finally down here, pinky equals to turtle. Alright, and then you draw a pie chart with certain values. Okay, so I'm just going to copy and paste that so that you don't have to type it out, and then you say exit on click. Exit on click. Okay, so alright, so the tough thing here is that you need to actually draw a circle, right, and draw parts of a circle. Okay, and so you're given a set of data, 200, 200, 150, 125, and you're supposed this also be proportional. So 200 out of the total will give you the sector, how much angle the circle takes. Okay, so if you want to imagine, right, essentially you need to say 200 out of total equals to angle out of 360. Okay, so this is when the piece of paper comes in handy, right? So if 200 out of total equals angle of 360, how are you going to do it? First things first, you need to find the total. Alright, you need to find the total. You probably want to find the total somewhere out here. Okay, so let's say total equals to sum of raw data. Okay, so sum is a function and a list function. If you don't know sum, that's fine too. You can say total equals to 0 for item in raw data. Alright, total plus equals to item. Okay, same. It should give you the same thing. Alright, so in fact I'll use this. Alright, so total equals 0, total. Alright, so now I have a total. Alright, a total that I can. Then what I want is I want the proportion. Alright, proportion equals to float. Alright. let's see, for data and raw data, right? So data divided by total. Okay, this is the proportion. And then the actual angle is equals to proportion divided by 360. Okay, so proportion times 360. Alright, proportion out of 360. Alright. Okay, so I hope this math makes sense. Alright, this is to find angle. Alright, then after that, from there on, it's actually really just drawing lah. Okay, it's really just drawing. So let's say you begin fill. Begin fill is the function for you to start drawing with color. Okay, then I'm going to say pen up. I'm going to turn left by 90. I'm going to go forward by 100. Alright, and you're going to go turn right by 90. Okay, so this is, imagine this is the turtle. It turns left, it goes forward, and turns right. Okay, so this is just, so essentially this is the part where I draw the line. Okay, draw the radius line actually. Okay, so draw the radius. Now I'm going to draw the curve. Alright, and to draw the curve, alright, oh wait, sorry. Pen up, left, forward, right, 90. Okay, so this is not even draw the radius. This is to get to the edge of the circle. Okay, this is because I called pen up, pen down. Okay, draw the circle. Alright, I'm going to use this thing called circle. Alright, I'm going to say -100 using my angle. Alright, you need to look up what circle does. Alright, but essentially it draws a circle with a certain radius and with a certain number. Okay, and in fact, what we are going to do here, okay, let's just take a look at what this does. Once I see, where's my turtle? Alright, so alright, I'm drawing parts of a circle. Alright, it's not quite what I want. Alright, essentially what I want it to do is, after it's done, I want it to move back to the original position. Okay, so let's see. Alright, oh sorry, this is not turtle. I want pinky. Okay, no wonder there's extra. Anyway, so what I want is I want it to move back. So I'm going to cheat. I'm going to over here says original position equals to turtle.position. Okay, and once it's done the circle, I want it to go to original position. And after that, it can end fill. Alright, so let's see if this works. There you go. Okay, so after it draws, it just goes back, draw, go back, draw, go back, draw, go back, draw, go back. Okay, if I worried about the pen up and pen down, then you know, yeah, okay. I also want to talk a little bit about how we tested these. Alright, we made sure to test it with certain cases. So over here, we will test it with, let's say, what happens if we give you just 200? Alright, what happens? Then your thing should draw one entire circle. Alright, that's the red color. Alright, what happens if we give you, let's say, 7 data points? You only have 6 colors. Alright, 7 data points. So let's say 200, 100, 100, 100, 10, 10, 10. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 7. Alright, this should still work, alright, but you should have a repeated color. Okay, so 100, 10, 10, 10. Okay, so it's a repeated color. Alright. We also test with things like fractions. Alright, so let's say I give you 0.66666, 0.33333. Okay, I should get 2/3 of a circle and 1/3 of a circle. Okay, so these are some test cases that you might want to think about. Alright, we cannot guarantee that we will let you know everything that you need to succeed. Okay. For the part about drawing the pie chart with labels, that one I think I'll leave you to it, and it'll be in the answers anyway. Alright, okay, that's 14 minutes. Stop.